What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. If you're new here, my name's Ben Richardson. I am a personal trainer. I'm also a chemical engineer, and in today's video, I'm going to tell you how to lose weight fast without doing any exercise. If you're new here, I want you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel because it's going to teach you how to live a healthy life through sustainable nutrition so that you can lose weight and keep it off for good. So if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe because that's the kind of content that I'm going to be posting, and turn the notification bells on too so that you don't miss out on any of my latest videos. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, before I actually get into the tactics and the strategies that you're going to be using to lose weight fast without doing any exercise, I want to kind of manage your expectations here. Because here's the thing. It's good to make fast progress when you're losing weight, because if you make fast progress, that's going to motivate you to keep going. Because you're going to see that what you are doing is working when you make fast progress. And when you know what you're doing is working, that's going to motivate you to just keep going for weeks and months and even years. But I need to kind of establish the expectations here, because I'm straight up going to tell you this. You're not going to be losing 30 or 40 pounds in 1 month. So we have to define what fast and quick weight loss actually realistically looks like first before we get into the strategies. So a realistic, solid weight loss pace is anywhere between 1 to 2 pounds per week. And if that doesn't sound like a lot, it actually is. So when I first started losing weight, this is kind of the amount of weight that I was aiming to lose every single week. And really the key with all this is you want to lose weight at a fast pace consistently. You want to do it for weeks and months. And also just know that if you don't exercise and you lose weight, you're really not losing weight at an optimal pace. So if you want to make quick results, then follow all the nutrition tips in this video. But if you want to make even quicker results, add in exercise, go to the gym, lift weights, do something. Because here's the thing, people struggle so much with their weight nowadays because they eat too much food and they don't exercise enough. They're not active. And those two are the biggest contributing factors to people struggling so much with their weight. So if you master your nutrition, definitely the bulk of your results is going to come from you mastering your daily eating habits. But if you're not exercising either, I've kind of adopted the mantra of a strong body is a healthy body. But I'm going to teach you how to do it today without doing any exercise. So some of the things that you can do if you want to lose weight quickly without exercise is, number one, you have to establish a proper calorie intake. There are 3,500 calories in 1 pound of stored body fat. Most of us know that. If not, it's just a fact. So the only way that you can lose body fat is to lower the amount of calories that you eat every single day. Now, here's where most people go wrong, especially if they want to make fast weight loss results. They say, okay, 3,500 calories and 1 pound of stored body fat. I'm just going to eat like 1,000 calories a day so that I make really fast progress. And while that in theory will work, I can promise you after a week or two, you are not going to be able to stick to that. So like I was saying toward the beginning of the video, a solid weight loss pace that you want to go for is anywhere between 1 to 2 pounds per week. That is a quick pace. So what you want to do is you want to take your goal body weight in pounds and multiply it by the number 11. So let's say you weigh like 200 pounds or something and you want to lean down to 170 pounds. Take 170 and multiply it by the number 11. That's like 1,870 calories for that example. But whatever your weight loss goal is in pounds, take that number, multiply it by the number 11, and that'll give you your daily caloric intake. And that's a good calorie deficit for most people. You're going to be able to lose anywhere between 1 to 2 pounds per week sticking to a calorie deficit like that. And the good thing about this calorie deficit is it's aggressive enough that you can make fast progress doing this. But it's not so aggressive that after a week or two, you're just going to feel like crap. You're going to be starving all the time, feeling like you're eating like a bird, not sleeping well and stuff like that. Because what you put into your mouth, it affects all of those sorts of things. So if you stick to a calorie deficit like this, you're going to be able to follow this for months. And if you need more tips on how to track your calories and stuff, check out the video that I made about the best weight loss tool to be using right now. Now, another thing that I'm going to recommend that you do is just walk around more, move around more. You don't necessarily have to exercise. You don't have to go to the gym and run on the treadmill or lift weights or do the elliptical or whatever, but just try to walk around more. Try to get more general movement in throughout the day instead of taking an hour or 30 minutes or whatever for your lunch break. Take a little bit of time to eat your food and then go for a walk or do the reverse. It doesn't matter. Take some time in your day to just get more movement in, because when you build habits like that, where you're moving more, you're walking around more, every single day, if you do that over the course of weeks and months, all of those extra calories that may not seem like a lot on a day-to-day basis, all of those are going to compound and they're going to add up. And that is really what is going to accelerate your results. So make sure you're establishing a proper calorie deficit. Make sure you are just moving around more, walk more. If you want to go for some kind of target, I'd really encourage you to aim to walk about 10,000 steps per day. If that seems like too much, then start with less. But the point is, you want to up the amount of movement that you're getting in every single day. And now another thing that you can do is use intermittent fasting. I am a huge fan of intermittent fasting, and the way I do it is I just skip breakfast in the morning. I eat lunch and dinner and maybe a snack throughout the day. But the thing about intermittent fasting, if you really want to have good success with it and be able to do it easily, just find what works well for you. So maybe you have a 4-hour eating window and you like to just eat throughout that whole 4-hour eating window. That's fine, do that. Maybe you're like me and you want to just eat 2 solid meals in a 8-ish hour eating window or whatever. So how I do it personally, I skip breakfast, eat lunch and dinner. I call it the lazy man's method to intermittent fasting because I just skip breakfast. That's all I do. Sometimes it puts me in a 14-hour fast. Sometimes it puts me in an 18-hour fast. I don't put so much emphasis on the fasting eating window because what really is going to carry the bulk of you losing weight quickly is you hitting your calories. Like I said, 3,500 calories and 1 pound of stored body fat. That is how you lose weight. You're not going to lose weight just by skipping breakfast or something. But the reason it's effective is because when you cut out a meal or you limit your eating window, you're going to find yourself getting full a lot more easily, and you are naturally going to eat way fewer calories. So that's why I really like intermittent fasting. And another thing about intermittent fasting, I have plenty of other videos about intermittent fasting and how to lose weight. But just kind of a side bonus is in the morning when I do skip breakfast, what I like to do is sip on black coffee. And when you're on an empty stomach and you're consuming caffeine like that, that caffeine hits you pretty hard. And I like this because I take care of all of my most daunting tasks that I have to do in the day, whether it's work related or whatever. I take care of those in the morning when I have that nice little energy boost. So that's kind of a cool thing about intermittent fasting if you're into black coffee. You can also opt for like a 0-calorie energy drink or maybe a diet soda with some caffeine in it. That'll work too. As long as it doesn't have any calories in it, it technically won't break your fast. But I would actually recommend drinking a lot more 0-calorie drinks in general anyway, because they're going to fill your stomach up. And losing weight easily really is all about learning how to stay full and satisfied without consuming an excess amount of calories. So those are pretty much my recommendations. Establish your calorie deficit, walk around more, get more general movement in throughout the day, and follow some kind of intermittent fasting protocol. You implement these tips and you're going to be losing weight quickly without having to do a ton of exercise in no time. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And again, if you're new here, I do want you to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to teach you how to live a healthy life through sustainable nutrition so that you can lose weight and keep it off for good. So go ahead and subscribe because I do post at least every single week. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you got a lot out of this. Good luck in your weight loss efforts. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.